Hello again. We are so glad you are here to watch another video to educate yourself on African clawed frog ownership. In today's video, we're going to discuss common frog behaviors. This will help familiarize you with why they do some of the things that they do. Hanging out on the surface with their snout sticking out of the water is something you may see a lot. This act is called blurbing. Blurbing may occur after a good meal. This is your frog's way of relaxing and allowing themselves to digest what they just ate. It usually means that they're at peace and feel relaxed. They can also do this to let you know that it is mealtime and they're waiting. However, with all good things, there could be a bad reason why they're blurbing. Sometimes it could be that maybe the water is a little too polluted. Check your water parameters if you find your frogs blurbing for long periods of time. If they're doing this all day long, that usually means something's wrong. Especially since frogs usually spend 75% of their day submerged in the water. Foraging for food is another pastime they have. You will see them digging through rocks, plants, and aquatic grass looking for a snack. This is just their insatiable appetite, so they may do this even after a good feeding. This is helpful because sometimes old food and debris can be under rocks, and when we see them kicking up the debris, it gives us a reminder to give the aquarium floor a vacuum. Note that I mentioned rocks and not gravel. Having gravel is not a good idea for African clawed frogs, as many have had prolapses because they have ingested gravel. There are many large, polished rocks to choose from out there. Buy substrate that is too large for their mouths, because if they can put it in their mouth, they will try to eat it. This also includes their own waste, or even each other's waste. Sometimes they spit it out. Sometimes they don't. Swimming is another pastime they have. When they are in a good mood or have a lot of energy to burn, they will happily swim around the tank. Use this as the perfect time to look at them and check for any abrasions, abnormal lumps, abnormal eye coloring, or spots. Catching things early is the goal to keep your frogs healthy. Now that I have mentioned lumps, after a pellet feeding, you will see some round lumps in the area of the belly on the left side of your frog. If your frog is facing you, then that would be on the right side. No need to be alarmed. These little guys don't have tongues or teeth. When they eat, they swallow their food whole. Sometimes, if you give them live food, the food may still be moving in their stomach until it is killed by their digestive system. Clawed frogs enjoy hiding. If you buy a place for them to hide under or inside, they will spend a lot of time in there. These structures are called hides. Hides also protect them from the constant bright of aquarium lights during the day. Huddling is another habit they have. When there is more than one frog in the tank, they stack together like a pile of river stones and just stay that way for copious amounts of time. I'm not sure why they tend to do this. However, I like to think that they just enjoy each other's company. Staring into the abyss is another pastime they have. You can stare as long as you like, wondering what they're thinking about. Sadly, I'm sure it's nothing deeper than their last meal or wondering when they will eat again. Posing is another thing that you will notice that they are doing. Don't let that fool you. They're not really posing. They're sitting still because they have felt abnormal movement in the water and are in position to attack. African clawed frogs are aggressive eaters and hunters. This is why there are certain areas that do not allow them as pets. There is less of a chance of a person releasing the frogs into the waterway and the frogs wreaking havoc on the ecosystem there. Another thing frogs will do is shed their skin. They shed most when they're growing and then shed about once a month as full-grown adults. Don't be alarmed when they eat their own skin. No, this is not where they got the idea for Goldmember's character in Austin Powers. At least I don't think so. They eat their skin because it has nutrients that are good for them. Waste not, want not. When they are trying to remove their skin, you will see them do some strange swimming acrobatics to get the skin to fall off in one fell swoop. And when they do, in their mouth it goes. Clawed frogs have many little quirks that are fun to watch. Please feel free to share some of yours in the comments. If you want to see more frog pictures and videos, check us out on Instagram. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Thanks for tuning in and have a frogtastic day.